Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening wherever you are joining me right in today's webinar, where I'll be revealing the ridiculously cheap and untapped Google Ads secret that I used to generate over $1.9 million in just 15 months. Yes, you heard me right. 15 months, and I'm going to show you the data right in today's webinar. By the way, if you can hear me loud and clear, I want you to type "I can hear you loud and clear" in the chat section. Let's make today's webinar interactive, educative, and entertaining. I'm going to show you a lot, and at the end of this webinar, you will achieve a lot. Now, look at the screen. In just 15 months, we made a total of $2.4 million in sales, and the net revenue was $1.98 million, and we have a total of 66,190 orders. All of this in just 15 months, and we got this 100% from Google Ads. And this is exactly what I want to help you to achieve with the help of Google Ads. By the way, my name is Ojasweb, so welcome to today's webinar. I'm a Google advertising specialist with several years of experience, and I've generated over $8 million revenue with the help of Google Ads. Currently, I generate more than $300,000 every single month. I'm a Google Premier Partner, and I'm the owner of Ojasweb Digital Solution, one of the leading Google advertising agencies right in Nigeria. So here are my promise for today. If you stay to the end of this webinar, you will have learned the top secret for driving massive high quality traffic at a ridiculously low price. And then you will learn how to drive massive result or conversions for your business. And lastly, you will learn how to solve any issue related to billing on Google Ads. These are my promises to you, and I encourage you to stay to the end of this webinar. Now listen, the access to my over $800 worth of free resources will also be available to you at the end of this webinar. So this webinar is highly loaded, and I encourage you to pay keen attention to the end of the webinar. Now, the first thing you are going to gain access to in my resources is how to pay for Google Ads in Naira and get priority support even at midnight. This is valued at $50, and I'm going to give you access to this absolutely for free, no limit. The second thing you are going to gain access to is my secret Google Ad checklist that I use to generate millions of dollars on Google Ads. This is actually worth over $780, but you get access to this absolutely for free. All of these are available if you stay to the end of this webinar. Now, you might be asking, why should you listen to somebody like Ojasweb? Now, I'm going to tell you a couple of things you need to know about myself. I have generated over $8 million in revenue within the last 3 years. I'm a Google Premier Partner with over 10 years active experience. I have helped businesses across the world to solve various issues with Google Ads. I have trained over 800 people across the world, and I currently manage over 20 Google Ads accounts without running into any problem. I have a lot of experience when it comes to Google advertisement, and people across the world have been using my services and have been testifying on how I'm able to help them solve any issue related to Google Ads. So if you are listening to me today, this is one of the best opportunities for you to learn the top kept secret on how you can drive massive results with Google Ads. The numbers don't lie. Let me show you some of the numbers I've been able to achieve with Google Ads. This is just a 5-month data, and we generated over $444,000 in net sales. Now let's look at the next one right here. We generated over $822,000 in just 9 months. The next one right here, we generated over $255,000 in just 4 months. All of these are actual revenues from our website. This is not lead generation. This is real e-commerce revenue generated on our website. Let's look at the next one right here. On this one, we generated over $252,000. And if you go ahead and look at the cost right here, look at it right here. How are your Google Ad campaign performing? This proves to you that everything is 100% from Google Ads. So right now you can see here we have 10,326 and we generated over $127,000 in revenue. Look at this one, $181,000 generated. And that's not all. We still have more to show you. Here you can see with just $2,400, we generated over $60,000 in sales. Here's a review from one of the people I've worked with from the USA. This particular person have encountered very serious issue on Google Ads, and within just a few hours, I am able to solve his problem, and his advert have been running successfully. Let's look at the next one right here. Here is Mission Repair, and then he has written a very impressive review about Ojasweb. If you go to Google to search about Ojasweb, you will see more about what people are saying as regards to Ojasweb services. So Ojasweb is a very competent person when it comes to Google advertisement. Now, I am also a certified Google Premier Partner. You can see whatever I'm giving you right in today's webinar is based on years of experience as a Google Premier Partner who have managed advertisement for countless numbers of people across the world. Now, let's go back to today's business. Let's dive right into the main discussion for today. I can see you right there, Jacob from Jos. Welcome to today's webinar. So, I want to tell you something very, very important. I assume that you already have a Google Ads account, and that is why you are watching this webinar. However, if you don't have a Google Ads account, here are the major requirements if you want to start advertising your business right on Google. The first one is that you need to have a Google Ads account. So you can go to ads.google.com to register an account and get everything done correctly. The second one is you need a landing page, and your landing page is where you'll be sending users to whenever they click on your advertisement on Google. And the third one is that you need a mode of payment for your ads. So now that you have all of this, let's go to the next thing right into this webinar. I want to share with you the Google Ads network. A lot of people don't know about the Google Ads network, and when they heard about Google Ads, the only thing that comes to their mind is Google search advertisement. If you're in that situation, I want to educate you more right now. Google Ads is more than Google search ads. Wake up, Janet from Enugu. I can say you. So Google search ad is not just everything we have on Google Ads. Among the other ads we have on Google Ads is YouTube advertisement, Google Shopping ads, Gmail ads, Google Map ads, Google Discover, blogs and publishers, and mobile apps ads. All of these platforms are where Google advertisement can be seen. And I'm going to reveal to you a lot before the end of today's webinar. Now, in case you are wondering, which is the most expensive ads on Google? People ask me this almost all the time, and that is exactly why I think it is very important for me to address that right in today's webinar. The most expensive ad on Google is the type of advert you are seeing right on my screen. You might have come across this type of ad multiple times on Google, and this is exactly what we refer to as Google search advertisement. So when you go ahead and search for something on Google and you see this type of advert, these are the most expensive ads on Google. And apart from Google search ads, the next most expensive ad on Google is YouTube advertisement. Now you might also ask, which is the best ads to drive massive traffic on Google? I will show you that right now. Look at this. Look at my screen very well. You can see different images right on my screen, and these are examples of display advertisement on Google. Now I will tell you more about display advertisement on Google. This is one of the best kept secrets that most people don't know about when it comes to Google Ads. So when most people hear about Google Ads, all what they have in mind is advertisement that serve on Google search. However, there are other ad types on Google that you can run for your business, and one of them, as a matter of fact, the cheapest among them is what you are seeing on my screen right now. Welcome, Segun from Lagos. I can see you right there. Now, the advert you are seeing is display advertisement, and it can be seen on multiple platforms. There are some reasons why this particular advert is the best advert to drive massive traffic on Google network. And these are some of the reasons. One, this type of advert can be seen on blogs. For example, If you have some blogs like maybe Punch newspaper, Linda Cage's blog, and so on and so forth, and you want to advertise on those blogs without having to contact the website owners directly, this type of advertisement can help you achieve that. This type of advert can be seen on YouTube, it can be seen on mobile apps, it can be seen on Gmail, and it can be seen on Google Discover. So with these numerous options, this is the cheapest ads, and this is the best ads that can help you to drive thousands of traffic to your website every single day. And all of this can be done on Google Ads. But there's a major problem with this type of ads on Google, and that major problem is targeting. And once you get it wrong, forget it. Everything is over. And that is why you have to pay attention to the next few sessions in today's webinar, because this particular session I'm going to talk about is what will determine whether you are going to get the best result for your business on Google Ads or not. If you get it right, you are going to be smiling to the bank. But if you get it wrong, you are going to be among the people that are complaining that Google Ads is not working for their business. However, it is still this same Google Ads that I'm using to generate millions of dollars for my clients every single year. So let's go ahead and look at it. There are two major types of targeting on the display and YouTube ads. But many people don't know about this. So when they come to Google Ads, they just go ahead and set up their advert and they launch it and they start wasting their money. Now, I will go ahead and explain this targeting to you in details. The first one we have is content targeting. Now, yes, you see there, content targeting, and the second one is audience targeting. Welcome to the webinar. You're from Lagos. I can see you. Audience targeting and content targeting are the two types of targeting available on Google Display and YouTube ads. Now, let's go ahead and look at what content targeting is all about. Basically, we have three types of content targeting. The first one is topic, the second one is placement, and the third one is keyword. If you are advertising on Google's display network on YouTube, you have three options for your targeting under content targeting, and the first one is topic. Now, let me quickly mention something very crucial. All of these three options are characteristics of where your advert will be showing. Let me break that down. Let's say you are advertising for real estate on Google Display Network, and then you decide to target by content. If you go ahead and select topics that are related to real estate, what you are telling Google is that you want your advert to be appearing on places that talks about real estate. So Google actually categorizes different content on every website according to topic. Now, if you decide that you want the advert to be showing on some specific website like Punch newspaper, Vanguard newspaper, Business Day, and so on, that is placement. All of these are characteristics of where your advert will be showing on those networks. And if you decide that, okay, you want your advert to be showing on places that have keywords like real estate, bungalow, duplex, and so on, then all of these still fall under the characteristics of where your advert will be shown. And that is why placement, topic, and keywords are categorized under content targeting on Google Display and YouTube advertisement. Now, let's go to the reason why you might want to use placement targeting for your advertisement. I have 4 of them on my screen, but there are actually more than 4. The first one is, if you don't know much about your target customers, yes, you might want to go ahead and use content targeting to deliver your advert. Secondly, when you know the topic that interests your target customers, then that might be the best thing for you to target your adverts on Google. The third one, when you want your ads to be shown on specific places, let's say, for example, you want your advertisement to be seen on Bella Niger's blog or Linda Cage's blog, then you want that advert to be shown on this specific website, then you can use placement targeting. And lastly, when you want your advert to be shown on pages with specific keywords, you can go ahead and use content targeting. So these are some of the instances where you can use content targeting on Google Ads. So now we go to the next. Let's talk about the audience targeting. The audience targetings are grouped according to the following. We actually have 6 of them. And now, before I start explaining them, let me quickly mention that audience targeting defines the characteristic of the person that is going to be seeing your advert. You can see this is different from content targeting, which defines the characteristics of the places where your advert will be shown. Now we have 6 audience targeting. The first one is who they are. If you know your customer or your ID customer to be a retired person, female, age 15 and above, household owners, and so on and so forth, then you can use this method to deliver your advert to those people. Now, if you know some interest and habit of your ID customers, you can also use it to target your advert to these people, and then you'll be able to get the best result for your business. And then we have the next one, what they research. Many of these people come to the internet every single day. They surf the website, they browse on Google, they search for information, and so on. So you can use what they are researching on the internet to deliver your advert to them. These are still under audience targeting. And the next one is their interaction with your business. In many situations, these people might have interacted with your advertisement or your website. Then you can start advertising your business and deliver your advert to them based on their interaction with your business. Basically, this is also what we refer to as retargeting. And the next one is how you combine the audience. In some situations, you might want to combine who they are with what they research, and then use this to deliver highly targeted advert on Google. And the next one is you can build a custom defined audience. So all of these are characteristics of the people who are going to be seeing your advert on Google's network. So right, we're seeing the content targeting, and now we have seen the audience targeting. When are you going to use audience targeting? That is what I want to talk about right now. If you have any question, don't worry. I'm going to address the question at the end of this webinar. So keep your question one side and I will address every single question. Kenneth, I can see you right from Port Harcourt. You are very welcome to today's webinar. So right, let's talk about when to use audience targeting. Now, I also have 4 of them right on my screen, but I have more than that. But we are going to go ahead and look at it one after the other. The first instance when you can use audience targeting is when you have some information about your ID customer. Yes, if you know who your ID customers are, you can use audience targeting. If you think your ID customer are people who work in nice too, who are age 35 and above, who are married, who have a bachelor's degree, and so on, these are some of the information about your ID customers. And if you know this, you can use audience targeting. Now, when you understand your ID customers' interest and habit, then you can also use audience targeting for your advertisement. And the third one is when you want your advert to be served across multiple platforms. I'm going to emphasize on this. This is very, very important. If you are right here, I want you to take note of this third option. When you know your audience and then you want your advert to be served across multiple platforms, this is one of the reasons why you might want to use audience targeting, because when you use content targeting, there are a lot of restrictions that can prevent your advert from reaching huge amount of people on Google's network. But with audience targeting, you can reach people on a lot of Google's network. So that is another reason why you might want to use audience targeting. And lastly, when you are not sure where the best conversions will come from. When you use audience targeting, you are not deciding the placement, the keywords, the topic to Google, and you are not restricting your advert in any way, which means Google can start serving your advert across multiple places, and then the best conversion can be coming from places that you don't even have in mind. So that is another reason why you might want to use audience targeting. Now, it is time for critical decision. Yes, you have heard about content targeting and audience targeting, and I've been able to explain to you how this works and when you can use them. Now it's time for you to make decision. Which targeting option is cheaper and best to drive huge leads and sales. Even if you are not asking me, I've been asked about this several times and I know what you have in your mind, and that is why we are going to talk about that right now. Look at what is on my screen. I know you're already familiar with this particular image on my screen, and now you are seeing it again, and that is the answer to this particular question. The best option that is cheaper and good for you to drive huge traffic and sales or leads for your business is audience targeting. I will explain exactly why in the next few sessions in today's webinar. This audience targeting is very, very valuable, and this is where a lot of people get it wrong when it comes to advertisement on Google. Now, let's look at the reason why this is the best option for you to drive huge traffic and get the best result from your advertisement. When you target your advert by audience, Google can serve your ads to eligible audience across multiple platforms, including on blogs, YouTube, Discover, Gmail, and so on. That is the first reason why this is the best option for you if you want to get the best result. And the second reason is your ads will not be at the mercy of any particular placement which can limit your traffic. Now, let's look at it. For example, if you are advertising and you decide you want your advert to be shown on Linda Ikeji's blog, if Linda Ikeji's blog is getting maybe 2 million visits every single day, you cannot get more than 2 million traffic from Linda Ikeji's blog, provided that you even get all the traffic from their blog. So that is one of the things you have to know. So when you are using content targeting, particularly placement, you are restricting the advertisement to that placement, and you cannot get traffic more than what the platform can provide. So that's another reason why audience targeting is going to be the best option for you. And the third one is that your advert will run flexibly without entering into auction trade. Let me explain this real quick. When you're advertising on Google, every single time your advert is going to be shown is going to be based on auction. If you now decide that you want to target your advert by content, maybe you want to use placement or maybe Punch newspaper to serve your advert, you are entering a very strict auction. And when you are entering a very strict and very competitive auction, you are likely going to be losing the auction to a lot of other advertisers that are ready to pay huge amount of money to advertise their business. So when you are targeting by content, you are putting your advertisement on auction trade. And when you are using the audience targeting, your advert can be served flexibly without auction trade. So that is another reason why this is the best option for you. And the next one we have is that your ads will drive huge traffic at cheap rate. Yes, when your advert can be shown on blogs, on YouTube, on Discover, on Gmail, and so on, it means that you will be able to capture traffic from multiple sources, and this is definitely going to be cheaper than when you are targeting by content and restricting your advert to some specific placement. And lastly, if your audience is well defined, you will get impressive result. Now you see why audience targeting is the best option for you if you want to get massive traffic at a very ridiculously low rate. But there's one but we're going to talk about right now, and this but is very, very important. This type of ad is highly sensitive to Google policies. This is where a lot of people get frustrated. When you are advertising using this type of advert on Google, you are prone to Google policies, and when you get it wrong, everything will just mess up within a twinkle of the eye. And this is one of the things that can happen. It can easily lead to account suspension. So you have already seen now the best advert. I've talked about the best advert, the best targeting, and then the next thing for you is that you should be able to start driving traffic to your website. Now I'm giving you some of the things that you never knew about, and this is exactly what are making a lot of people to be frustrated about Google Ads. It can easily lead to your account being suspended. And again, once your Google Ads account is suspended due to policy issue, every new account you create might be suspended immediately. So that is one of the things you need to know. Despite the fact that this option is the best, it can lead to your account being suspended without any delay. So that is the first thing you need to know. The second thing is that it can burn your budget real quick. I've seen people using this type of advertisement and they burn more than $100 under 1 hour. That is ridiculous. And if you don't know about this, you can also go ahead and burn your budget real quick. So you have to know this. And then the last one I have is that it can be very overwhelming. Even from what I've been talking about since the beginning of this webinar, if you are not following or you are not paying attention, you probably will be overwhelmed with so many options available. And this is why I want you to pay attention and learn the right way. Now, you might be asking, what is the way forward? We have seen everything. You want to start advertising your business, and then you have seen some of the things that are possible if you jump right in and start advertising your business. Now you want to prevent that from happening to you, and then you are asking, what is the way forward? Before I share the way forward with you, I need to ask you some of the very important questions you need to answer right now, and I want you to answer that right in the chat box. On a scale of 1 to 100, how important is online advertising for your business? I will give you some seconds to answer that, and then I will use that to make a decision whether I'm going to reverse this to you or not. Oh, Sego, I can see you. You typed 100. That is perfectly fine. Now that you have been able to provide answer, I will wait for one more person to give me answer, and I will proceed to the next question. Oh, Janet, thank you very much. 95. That is absolutely amazing. Now let's go to the next question. Are you truly ready for the way forward? I'm going to ask you this because a lot of people are not truly ready when they say they are ready for the way forward. But if you are ready for the way forward, go ahead and type it right now and let me know you are ready for the way forward. Now, okay, Kenneth, I can see you. That is perfectly fine. I need just one person, and Kenneth have provided answer. The answer is yes. Kenneth is ready for the way forward. Now we are going to proceed to the next question. If you discover the solution right now, will it make positive impact in your business? I want you to type your response right in the chat box, and I'm going to reveal the way forward to you. So, right, I can see Segun said yes. Perfect. If your answer is yes, just like Segun, then pay important attention to the next few slides. This is irreversible. If you miss it, you miss it forever. Now I'm going to introduce something to you. The Google Ads Dominance Bundle. You are not expecting this, but I have to do this. The Google Ads Dominance Bundle is the way forward. And this is the only solution you need in order for you to overcome any kind of challenges on Google Ads. This is going to blow your mind absolutely. And I'm going to reveal everything in this bundle to you right now. The first thing I have in the bundle is Google Search Advertising Mastery. If you go ahead and look at this, you see this course is 100% beginners friendly. Even if you have never logged into Google Ads before, you will be able to do so, and you'll be able to use Google Ads efficiently and effectively. This course will walk you through everything step by step from A to Z. You will learn how to run Google search advertisement the right way. The actual value of this course is 26,800 naira. But don't worry yet. Let's go ahead and look at the next one in the bundle. The next one in the bundle is the YouTube Advertising Mastery. This is going to blow your mind completely. This course is currently make wave in the internet here in Nigeria, and you are going to see everything you need to know about YouTube advertisement. How to set up your YouTube advertisement, track conversions, optimize, scale, and so on and so forth. And like the previous course, this is 100% beginners friendly. We have over 50 practical videos right in this course, and you are going to get instant access to it in this Google Ads Dominance Bundle. The next one we have is the Google Display Advertising Mastery. The Google Display Advertising Mastery will also walk you through everything about the display advertisement on Google Ads. This is 100% practical, where I'll be showing you everything in the live Google Ads account. The actual value of this particular course is 35,800 naira. The YouTube advertising mastery is 38,977 naira. Now, let's go ahead and look at the benefits. I have a lot of them, but I'm going to show you a very few right in this slide. The first major benefit is you will learn everything clearly and you will be able to navigate Google Ads without any problem. You will be able to create ads that generate massive results. You will be able to identify the ideal audience that are ready to pay for your offer. This is going to blow your mind. And then you will also discover the hidden data you will use to craft hot in demand offers. You'll be able to learn how to interpret data that will help you improve the performance of your advertisement on Google. You will also discover irresistible offer, and then you'll be able to deliver them to your audience. I have more benefit for you right in this course than I can list right at the moment. If you go ahead and look at my screen, you see you will also be able to drive huge quality traffic at a cheaper rate. Imagine driving traffic to your landing page for as low as 3 naira, 4 naira, 5 naira per click. This is unbelievable, I know, but that is absolutely possible, and that is what you are going to be able to achieve in this bundle. You will be able to make good and informed decisions based on your ads performance. You will be able to manage your own ads and save huge costs. In case you don't know, I charge from $550 per month to manage advert for people. Now imagine you are saving that amount of money and you are able to manage your advert profitably. These are some of the things you will be able to benefit when you take advantage of this bundle I'm going to give you access to in a moment. You will be able to run profitable advert on Google search, on display network, on YouTube, and so on. That is not all. You will also be able to build strong brand for your business. I will leave the rest for you to read, and I want the feedback from some of my previous students to do the justice. Let's look at what we have here right now. Watching Ojasweb Oluwole Google Ads videos again after a long time. Man, this is like a Google university. Even Google itself cannot do better. Let's stop it there. And this is from one of the top e-commerce guys right in Nigeria, Kazim Amuda, and that is the CEO of Green Remedies International. This has been one of the best reviews from people who have taken my course. But that is not all. Let's look at what someone else have to say about the training from Ojasweb. Now look at what Promise Ohaneje, one of the top digital marketers right in Nigeria, has to say about Ojasweb digital solution. I bought the package and I can vouch for Ojasweb on this, especially for the Google Ads course. Now you can see, especially for the Google Ads course, I couldn't believe I got access at this kind of cheap fee. Now you are going to gain access to this particular package at a ridiculously cheap rate. You will not have that opportunity after this webinar, and that is why if you are very serious right now, start opening your browser and start preparing yourself to grab this opportunity right now. Let's look at what another person has to say. Look at what Muhammad say. He is among the top 1% of the coaches I believe in Nigeria. If you truly want value, just go for this course. That is all. 3 people have said it, and these are people I have never had direct interaction with. These are people who are doing perfectly fine in the digital space. Now you see what they are saying about the package I'm going to give you access to right now. This is just something you should not miss if you truly want to dominate Google Ads, and that is why I am encouraging you to grab this opportunity if you really want the way forward on how you can dominate Google Ads. Now, what is the cost? I know you might have been pressing your calculators, typing 25,800, 35,800 and so on, and you might be expecting to pay 101,597 naira to gain access to this special package. But I'm not going to do that, because if you go ahead and look at what I have on my screen, the first cost is 26,800. If we add it to the next one, which is 35,800, and the last one, which is 38,997, we are going to arrive at 101,597 naira. You might think that is actually high, but that is the least I sell this course. But right now, I won't do that to you. I want to help your business and I want you to get access to this right now. That is only if you are ready to change the game for your business. And what is the actual cost you are going to pay if you take action right now? You are going to pay only 26,800 naira. That is, instead of paying 101,597, you are paying only 26,800 naira. That sounds too good to be true, but if you go ahead and click on the special link I'm going to show to you right now, that link is going to be valid for a very few minutes. If you go ahead and click it right now, you will be able to gain instant access to the bundle for just 26,800 naira. And you don't want to miss this. I'm going to drop the link right now. So go ahead and click on that link or open that link on your browser and claim this offer before the price jumps back to 101,597 naira. And when you gain access to that special bundle, you are also going to gain instant access to the two amazing bonuses I mentioned at the beginning of this webinar. The first one among them, which is the secret Google Ads optimization checklist, valued at $780. I've used that checklist several times and it has generated millions of dollars in revenue. And the second one is you are going to gain access to the payment for ads in naira. Even if you want to pay just 10,000 naira to advertise, instead of you looking for dollars here and there, you will also gain access to that solution right in this package. And that is also valued at $50. If you do the calculation, 780 plus 50, that is $830. I will not go ahead and convert that to naira for you. You can do that for yourself, but you can see the huge bonus I'm going to give to you if you grab that special package right now. And that is not all. There's one more extra bonus for you: lifetime access to the support forum. I charge $250 per year for this particular support forum. And right now, you are going to gain access to that absolutely for free. Now, if we calculate the total bonuses, you see 830 plus 250, that is $1,080 in bonus. And you are getting everything absolutely for free. And that is only possible if you take action right now. And I'm going to give you some warning. This special package will return to the original price after this webinar. And I mean it. If you have been following me on social media for a very long time, you know I don't joke with my word. If you miss it, you miss it forever. So if you really want the way forward, go ahead and grab the offer right now before the time runs out. I'm not going to make this available after this webinar unless you are going to pay the original price of 101,000 and above. So right now, go ahead and click on the link you are seeing on the screen and grab this special package. But in case you are doubting, I want to give you my word for it. When I say it, I mean it. If you don't get the best result, if you don't drive huge leads and sales for your business after implementing everything I revealed to you in this Google Ads Dominance package, I'm going to refund your money 100%. No doubt. When I say it, I mean it. If you don't drive huge leads and sales for your business after implementing the strategies and tactics in this huge package, I will refund your money without asking any question. So that is my word and I mean it. So right now, go ahead and click on the link and claim the offer, and this is going to change the game for your business for good. And then I want to remind you, the price for today that you are watching this webinar is just 26,800 naira. Go ahead and click on the link, grab it right now before the link expires. Thanks for joining me on today's webinar, and I appreciate your time till this moment. Looking forward to giving you my own support in the other side. Once again, bye for now.